Hi and welcome to this development blog video. This is a sequel to the 20th Estranged development blog video about the save system, and this is going to introduce the kind of second iteration to that. So this was the V1 save system in Estranged. So what it used to identify actors was their name in the Unreal level browser. And you got name conflicts between levels, because in Estranged you're streaming levels in and out all the time. The levels are designed independently, so the actor names are kind of generated like Chair 01, Chair 02, and if you have a chair on another level, it'll end up as Chair 01, Chair 02. So in this example here on this slide, there's Actor A, Actor B, Actor C, and they're both in level 1 and level 2. Different actors, same names. In Estranged, when you pick up something, like a chair for example, it gets moved into the persistent level. And if there's a name conflict and we save, if you move two actors with the same name to the persistent level, the game isn't sure what to restore. Now I got around this with some logic to record in the actor where it came from, but it didn't work very well, and it was extremely complicated, extremely error prone, didn't actually work very well. So I needed to overhaul this. I needed to get rid of this kind of reliance on the name, which didn't work. So here's the save system v2. The save system v2 uses completely unique, globally unique identifiers across the entire game for each actor. So you can see that instead of actor A, actor B, actor C, it doesn't matter, we've just got numeric IDs. So when the second actor there, actor 4543, gets moved into the persistent level because the player picked it up, it does not collide with the second actor from level 2, which is 6543. So there's no collision possible here. Each actor is getting its own unique identifier. I'll show you this in the editor in a second, but the last slide I've got here is just the interface. So this is the interface. If you go back to the 20th dev blog video, you can see that this interface is there, and it's gained a few methods, just the two at the bottom. And the one that I'm interested in is get save ID, because this is what the save system uses to identify the actor. So it'll loop through all the actors in the level and call this method to get its ID. And then when it restores, it again loops through all the actors in the level and compares this save ID. So it has to be saved with the actor. So I'm going to jump into Unreal Engine just to show this. So here's an example level in Estranged. You can see that we're in a bathroom and there is a bin, which is a physics object. So I'm going to go look at the blueprint for that. So if you browse to it, and I had it open. So let's just go up a one. So this particular object has a bit of a hierarchy. So it's a physics mesh, and it's also, at its root, a savable mesh. So a savable mesh is just a thing that inherits from static mesh actor, and it includes a save ID and save functionality. So you can see this is the construction script. What it's doing when it runs the construction script is calling this new GUID if invalid method, and it takes a reference to this save ID. So this is saying that if this save ID is a null GUID, which is just all zeros, an invalid GUID, it's going to make a new one. It's going to make a valid ID. So the source of that method, if we go to Estranged gameplay statics, is here. You can see new GUID if invalid. All it does is it checks if it's valid or not. This is an Unreal Engine concept. If it is, then just return it. If it's not, make a new one. So this is how all of the actors in Estranged now operate that save. And you can see this save ID has the save game marker on it, so it's persisted alongside the actor. So if I go and look at the instance of this bin in the level, you can see its save ID has been populated. And that save ID will not change now. That's it for this actor. So in the shipping build, it'll have exactly the same save ID. So to prove this works, I'm going to drop it over this side of the room, hit save. So we've had game saved. And to just prove this, I'm going to ignore the errors down here, by the way. Development build. So I'm going to click play, and then I'm going to click restore. So I pressed F9 to do that, which is the shortcut. And you can see the bin was restored. So this works across levels because the IDs here are completely unique globally. So if you want to look at the code for this, I'll go into it a little bit. I'll just go into the bit that persists the level, or restores the level, sorry. So when we're looping through the levels, in Estranged you restore the world, then the levels in the world, and then the actors. So this bit's restoring the one level in particular. So it loops around the actors in that level, and the logic is a lot simpler. If you look at the Git history of this, because this is all on public github.com, you can see that this is now just going, find this actor by save ID in world. And if I go and look at that, actually I did find it earlier, don't need to go and browse for it. It just loops through all the actors in the world. If it doesn't implement save, restore, ignore it, but just get the save ID, check if it's valid, and check whether it's this one. And that's it. So if it finds that actor, then it goes and restores it. If it doesn't find it, then it was probably an actor which was moved from another level and it no longer exists. So we need to create it and then restore it. So this logic is very simple, and this has been paying dividends already. I've not had any bugs reported related to mismatching of actors, which I shouldn't unless I mess up my save IDs and they kind of collide. But I've got logic in here when you actually hit save to protect against that. So I'll get a warning in the developer console or whatever. So that's it for this development blog video. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any requests for any content you'd like to see in these development blog videos in this format, just let me know. And if you want to join in the discussion, you can join the Estranged Discord server on discord.gg/estranged. Thank you very much for watching.